care if it's old. I don't mind, I don't mind, I don't mind, I don't have a mind. Get away, get away, get away from your home. I'm afraid, I'm afraid, I'm afraid, ghost. Even if you have, even if you need, I don't mean to stare. We don't have to breathe. We could plant a house, we could build a tree. I don't even care. We could have all three. She said, she said, she said. All right, a little Tori Amos-ified version of Nirvana's Breed, mellow, chill, apropos. Okay, so what's going on with all you today, this evening, or whatever time zone you may be in? Well, dude and dudettes and Deuteronomy, huge breakthrough today, huge breakthrough. Check this out. So I was discussing with my woman this morning and lamenting the fact that preparing these canvases takes such a long time that it's not very cost effective if I want to, regarding the price point of the clientele at the gallery, which is representing me currently at the moment. So if you've been following through, you can see that I've been preparing canvases like this with old book pages, blueprint or daguerreotype, as I like to say, and now I just added the extra detail of musical notation. All right, and so if you've been following, you'll notice that this takes days and days to prepare, because what I do is I glue one layer down, let it dry, then I glue another layer on top of that, and then I sand it down with sandpaper. Sand it, sand it, sand it, sand it, sand it. Sand through the paper, and so that we can see, actually it turns out to be reverse. Ah, Virginie, comment ça va? Tu vas bien? Coucou. And so it, this takes for days. As you've seen, I've been working on these other ones here, and this one is 50 by 50 centimeters. As you can see, the paper's dry, and I'm sanding through it. You can see where it's a little bit buff there. I've started to grind through the paper, and this, oh my goodness, you see that? So I've been working on this for days, and this has 3 layers of paper on it. And now this one over here also, and I haven't even started to sand down what will hopefully be the final layer on this one here. There's a little bit of translucence here that's due to the glue, I believe. But, so these are taking days if you've been following. But this one, my friends and family and foes alike, took me just today. I did this all in one day. New technique, okay? I've been thinking about this for a while, and I actually got to try it out, to test it out today. So what I thought was, like, what if I peel off the paper before it's already dry? So I started that with the first layer of book pages, and I started to peel them off, but they weren't really coming off in the way that I liked, and the sun was shining hotly through the window, because I have the sun going straight across the work bench and l'atelier every day, and so the sun, and I had the window open, so the sun was evaporating the glue very quickly, and so what I discovered is that I can just take a regular kitchen sponge with the rough side on it, the scrubby side, and just get that under hot water, just enough to, where you can barely stand it, just before scalding, and then rub it on here, and the top layer of the paper comes right off. and then I let that dry in the sun just a little bit, and all I have to do is just sand it down real quick with 120 or 80 grade sandpaper. And then I can go ahead and put the next layer on, and then repeat the process and repeat the process. Now the last layer was the diazotype, you see, there. And I had to mix a new batch of glue, and I had about a third water to 2/3 PVA, polyvinyl acetate, or as I like to say, white glue. Racist! And it's left a bit of a relief on here. Now I can feel that because there's more water, it's more aqueous, that there's still moisture in the canvas. So I'm going to let this dry overnight and sand it down to see if I can get it flat, because getting it flat, I don't know if you can see any of the relief on here. Probably not. It's hard to see in real life, but you can definitely feel it. It feels a bit like braille, and or braille, as I like to say. And so I'm going to let that dry and try to get it flat tomorrow. But this is a huge game changer if this is successful. That means I can prepare a canvas in one day and then get the image on there. I don't know, we'll see how fast that goes. For this one, this is rectangular, you see? And the gallery that I work with is called Art Concept 21. Gallery21concept.com. You can see them on the gram of Instas and the Book of Faces, and yeah, see a finished one. I don't have any finished ones. Virginie wants to see a finished one, but no, I'm sorry, they've all left the building. And none of them were portraits of Elvis, ironically enough. And thank you for the bravo and the hearts, Virginie. And so think with this one, since it's rectangular, I think I'm going to do one of my classical mythology series images on here, and I'm going to use this as a test page, because I have to test a spray paint method, and I'm not very strong in spray paint because I'm not a vandal. And so I'll test it out. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to mask this off and make a roof line shape on here. Get a blue sky in here with a dégradé, as I like to say, or a fade. And then I'll have a figure coming over here. But maybe I shouldn't do the rooftop. Well, who knows? We'll see what happens, okay? Don't really care. Maybe something randomized. I wonder what I could do. I could get some leaves. Oh la 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 la. Oh la la. Maybe some ivy leaves. Yeah. Okay, we'll check that out. We'll see the progress of this one. And you can see I've got the margins. You can see the nice motif coming through, the palimpsest effect. So that's what's going on there. Virginie just showed me earlier a very nice fantastical nude that she drew. Bravo for that. And I'm looking forward to seeing the final result. And we've got 5 minutes left. And so, Virginie, what do you prefer? Do you prefer, I think you said the Manuel de Guerre de la Lumière last time, as opposed to Zen guitar. So if you can get, est-ce que tu peux me donner un chiffre entre, quoi, 25 et 156. Entre 25 et 156. Donne-moi un chiffre, s'il te plaît, et je peux lire cette page-là. Quel way? 27. Ok. Une guerrière de la lumière ne compte pas seulement sur ses propres forces. Il se sert aussi de l'énergie de son adversaire. A warrior of the light doesn't count only on his own power. He also utilizes the energy of his adversary. Lorsque commence le combat, tout ce qu'il possède, c'est son enthousiasme et l'art des coups qu'il a appris à l'entraînement. Est-ce que tu peux me comprendre, Virginie, mon français, ou c'est trop tordu? Once the battle has begun, all that he possesses is his enthusiasm and the art of the blows, which he has learned, the art of combat, which he's learned in training. Oui, okay. Aha, Garrett, how are you doing, sir? You're on fire, mister. T'inquiète. Tu peux me commander ou pas? Garrett, you're on fire with your artwork there. Is it, are you actually having those manufactured? And if so, where? A friend of mine, is that a heart from you, Garrett? Thank you. Directed me to a place called Bumblejacks. Are you familiar with Bumblejacks? It's in Seattle. And I actually had sent a file there to be delivered locally as a aluminum print or something like that. Ok, merci beaucoup. On continue? On continue. Au fur et à mesure que la lutte se déroule, il découvre que l'enthousiasme et l'entraînement ne suffisent pas pour vaincre. Bit by bit, as the battle plays out, he discovers that enthusiasm and training are not sufficient to win. L'expérience est nécessaire. Experience is necessary. Alors il ouvre son cœur à l'univers et demande à Dieu de l'inspirer afin que chaque coup de l'ennemi soit aussi pour lui une leçon de défense. So he opens his heart to the universe and asks God for inspiration, so that with each blow of the enemy will be for him as well a lesson in defense. Garrett, do you know Bumblejacks? Ses compagnons commentent: comme il est superstitieux, il a interrompu la lutte pour prier, et il respecte les rousses de l'adversaire. His companions comment: how suspicious is this guy? He interrupts the fight to pray, and he lets the adversary, he allows the adversary's trickery. Les guerriers de la lumière ne répondent pas à ces provocations. The warrior of the light doesn't respond to these provocations. Il sait que sans inspiration et sans expérience, aucun entraînement ne donne de résultat. He knows that without inspiration and without experience, no training will deliver any result. Oh, it's all right. I don't know about them if they're going on. So we've only got a few seconds here. And thanks, Garrett, for joining. But yeah, the Bumblejacks, they're just just one option that my friend was using. Even if you have, even if you need, I don't mean to stare. We don't have to breathe. We could plant a house. We could build a tree. I don't even care. We could have all three. All right, mes amis, au revoir. Je vous aime, je vous embrasse et à la prochaine fois.